Green Horde! Hi guys, welcome to the Dice Matrix. My name is E.T. and we're going to be talking a little bit about Zombicide Green Horde. Mainly I'm just kind of reviewing the Kickstarter that I got in on a while back, and I'm very excited about it because it's actually my very first Kickstarter, and it's just I've been playing Black Plague recently. I don't own a copy myself, but my friend let me borrow it, and it is just a fantastic game, quickly rising up the list of all-time favorite games for me. It's no joke. It's a great cooperative game. I just wanted to cover it. A lot of this stuff will be Kickstarter reviews, but some stuff I've read on BGG and watching some other videos. But I'm just excited about it, and I wanted to share some of this with you guys if you don't know anything about it, or if you just like to watch more material again on Zombicide or Zombicide Green Horde. The follow-up to it's in the Black Plague universe. So there was original Zombicide, which was a modern tale, like, zombies today, and then Black Plague, which takes it to a medieval kind of world with also some magic involved. And also now we have Green Horde, which is also in the Black Plague universe. And that's what's going to be coming out soon. So anyway, for $120, I know that's a lot of money. Even when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, what am I doing? But all the stuff you get looks like it's well worth it. The normal core box game usually goes for like $79 in these situations. But anyway, for your Horde pledge of $120, and here's a picture I'll just flash up here of the Green Horde cord box. It has also on the outside, you'll notice a feral dragon and a ballista. If you see my eyes wandering here and there, I had to make a few notes because I couldn't remember everything I was going to talk about today. But anyway, let's check out the core box here. In the core box, you'll have 9 double-sided tiles. You're going to get 72 miniatures. You're going to get your 6 survivor dashboards with the ID cards, the color bases, and the little, you'll have 48, they call them the tracker tokens, I believe is what they're called, plastic trackers. Basically, it lets you keep track of the hit points on the survivors. Well, I like to call them heroes. I mean, we are killing zombies, right, for a good cause. It's not just survivors, but in game terms, they're called survivors. So the 48 plastic trackers to keep track of your new abilities and stuff. You'll get your 6 dice, 133 cards, which will be divided in 2 main decks, which is equipment deck, and also the spawning deck, which is the main mechanic for the zombies coming after you or trying to find you to stop you from your objectives in the game. Great cooperative game, by the way. If you've never played any of the Zombicide games, I highly recommend it. You get 68 tokens and 1 rule book. The 1 rule book will probably be a preview rule book. I don't know. I'm kind of, when I was reading the Kickstarter, it seemed a little vague about that, or maybe that's something I'll be able to download later. But anyway, so you saw the image there. Let's show you what the 6 survivors that come in the set look like. Here they are, and they look pretty cool. I haven't really read their backgrounds, but supposedly each one has some sort of a background and history and personality, which always makes it nice. Also, on the outside of the box, you notice the feral dragon and ballista. So I just wanted to kind of show you a picture of this dragon and what it looks like. It's pretty impressive. If you look at the scale of the miniature versus the dragon that comes with the Kickstarter, it is just crazy. Like, I don't know what kind of rules they're going to use or what the scenario will be to take on the dragon, but it just might be considered another abomination. I don't know, but either way, it's a cool miniature. You can use in any other type of game like D&D or Pathfinder if you play one of those. But that thing just looks incredibly cool. The ballista is in it with the trebuchet, and these are going to be items that come as an additional new rules to the game that'll let you fight against the Green Horde. But these miniatures are pretty amazing in itself. And I mentioned survivors before, so I wanted to cover just a few images here of not just the 6 survivors you get, but with the Kickstarter exclusives, you're getting all these additional survivors. I mean, these sculpts are just, I don't know if there's words to cover how cool they look. I mean, they're all unique. They all have great detail to them. They have great action poses. Just fantastic. And like I said, you don't even have to use these within that game. You can use them in other games for miniatures if you're a big miniatures guy like I am. But all the survivors are fantastic. Now, extra figures, you bet your butt you're going to get extra figures in here. You bet your dead flesh there's going to be some stuff. So with the Horde pledge, you're also getting, because of the stretch goals, you're getting 4 additional fatties. You're getting 4 runners. You're getting 4 walkers. 5 additional orc walkers. You're getting 1 additional orc necromancer and 1 orc abomination. So, you know, when you buy the base game, you're just going to get 1, which is, they have good rules for how they spawn out. If you happen to spawn 1, then they just get an additional, when you run out, since you only have 1 abomination, you'll get an additional action to activate that that particular guy. So that could be a threat in itself. It's interesting. That'd be a fun thing to discuss. Like, what is more dangerous? You know, adding more figures to the board, or giving the figures that you already have maxed out additional activations, which could kill off your party if you're caught already in a swarm with with zombies in a zone. That could be very dangerous too. You also get these 3 cool necromancers. 2 of them are Kickstarter exclusives. I don't know if I can pronounce these names very well, but I'm going to try. It looks like Queen Severa, Grand Inquisitor Innsmouth, but it looks like mouth to me. And then Count, I don't even want to try to say his last name, but I'll take a stab at it here. Timrary, I don't know. But anyway, these are all unique necromancers for the Green Horde universe, and it looks fun. They just look really cool. Something new to, especially if you're a painter, which I'm not, but I'm going to get back into painting, I think, just because of the Zombicide, Black Plague, and Green Horde universe. I mean, these things just, you know, beg to be to be painted. They're so awesome. Also, other things that you're going to get here are 4 fatty bursters. And remember, this is all because of the stretch goals on the Kickstarter again, if you got in on the Horde pledge. The 4 fatty bursters are interesting. They have kind of some additional rules to them where they're a little bit more dangerous. It almost looks like they get extra activation like runners, but I haven't completely caught up on all that. But they look really, really cool. I mean, they're a lot even squattier, kind of shorter, but apparently very dangerous. There's going to be 10 new equipment cards. Basically, you're going to get 5, well, I guess they could all be equipment, but 5 of them are going to be in the equipment deck, and 5 will be 5 brand new. These are all brand new vault cards, which is very exciting because, you know, if you're like me and you've just played Black Plague, the only thing you can find in the vault is 1 of 2 things, basically, and which is good enough. But having more things to choose from just makes it that much more thrilling and exciting. So I look really forward to more equipment and more vault cards. Oh, you get the Horde tile, which is just a square tile with some cool artwork on it. And the Horde tile is just a fun place to gather. You set to the side of the board, and you're just going to put your you know, when you do the spawning now, there's going to be a spot to the left to show you if you add additional figures to this area. And you don't really need it. You could just set it to the side, but it's kind of cool to have a little board just dedicated to it. And as that grows, that becomes the Horde in the Green Horde game. And last but not least, on the stuff that you're getting will be the Green Horde Deluxe box that holds all of this stuff, right? So you're going to be able to take, you know, everything that you're going to get in that core box, and then all these additional stuff. At least that's my understanding. I mean, I could be wrong because I am often wrong. I'm not beyond error. That is a common quote that I say. But as far as my understanding, this Horde box will, special Horde box will contain everything, and all your Kickstarter stretch goal exclusives will fit in this box, and that is awesome to be able to put it in one massive box. A couple little things I want to finish up with besides just my excitement. Hopefully you can tell that I'm excited about it because you know, I have to wait till I think probably February they might start getting it to my area. I'm hoping you know, sooner the better. I wouldn't, you know, Christmas would be good. I like you guys. Merry Christmas. Anyway, some of the interesting things I wanted to talk about just on the way out here is some of the different rule changes, I guess, for the Green Horde. If you watched Rodney Smith's videos on Watch It Played, he covers a lot of this pretty well. But I'll just, in summation, just kind of give you some stuff here. They've added these hedges on the board. So when you go from zone to zone, there might be hedges. And even though it's considered like, you know, I guess line of sight, you can't see everything in there. So if you move into a hedge and there's not a fellow player a survivor, which a hero, like I call them. There's not another character in there that's a non-zombie. You have to roll a 6-sided die, and if it comes up a 1, then you have to add an orc walker to that area. So it's like something you didn't see, like hiding kind of behind the hedges or just out of view. So you're like, oh no, there's one more thing to deal with in there. Or maybe, yay, hey, I'm going to get experience points because I'm about to light this guy up. So anyway, it adds a little extra sense of danger and excitement to the game by adding these hedges. Let's see, what else have they had? Oh, of course, the trebuchet and ballista, which is a new mechanic where you can, as long as it's at least one tile away as the zone that you want to aim this at, somebody can operate it as an action or two. I can't remember how many it takes exactly, but you'll be able to choose the weapon that it gets, excuse me, I can't think of the word right now, the arsenal that you load it with, the load that it goes in the trebuchet. And when you roll the dice, it determines like what it might kill in that, but you will know where you're shooting at, so you'll be able to choose the best load to be able to try to kill everything zombies in that zone. But you can also target that horde that's been growing outside of the board on the horde tile. So as that's built up, because there's a certain time when it says enter the horde on your spawn, that all those things will just come right in right there, everything that's been growing there. And so if you can take a moment and kill those guys before they come in, then that enter the horde card won't be very dangerous to you at all, or at least less threatening. So the trebuchet and ballista will have special rules to deal with those. So that's kind of nice. Also on the note of different rules is the fatties and walkers and abominations now are a little different as far as what they do. Before, anytime, no matter what kind of zombie you had in a zone with you, when it was their turn to deal damage, you would just take 1 damage for each, zombie character in there. Well, that's no longer the case. The walkers now, even though they're just still the same to kill at 1 hit point, they will deal 2 damage in that zone. So you have to figure out how to divide that among your characters. For every walker, it deals 2, and now for every fatty, it deals 3, which is enough to slay 1 hero, because all heroes just have 3 hit points in the game. Now you might have armor or some other, or shield to help negate that or to escape that hit, but it is a higher level of danger, and it makes these things really, really scary. And the abominations are the same way. They will deal 3, just like the fatties. So both of those guys, but the fatties are still 2 to kill, and the abominations, obviously, you have to deal 3. So as far as all those, I think that covers all the little basic rules that I know of. I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm missing, but I just wanted to share this excitement with you, and I appreciate y'all for listening. I'm sorry this video went a lot longer than I wanted. My name's E.T. You've been watching the Dice Matrix, and if you've liked any of my videos, please like and subscribe. I could really use it. I appreciate your energy and your kindness, and mostly your time for watching. We'll see you next time.